assumed that military families had civil rights. But it wasn't until I needed my civil rights that I learned that military families, soldiers, veterans, dependents, don't have them. You can go to gijustice.com to learn more. But right now I want to talk to you specifically about this lawsuit that I filed against my Oregon officials who have deprived me and conspired to deprive me of constitutional rights I'm supposed to have as an American, but especially as someone who fought and worked to produce those rights for others, only to discover that I don't have them myself. So let me say that again. We live in a democracy that deprives its own service members of the rights their service secures. It's like we got rid of slavery. We struck down Jim Crow and Jane Crow. But when the draft ended in 1974, 10 years after we got the 1964 Civil Rights Act passed, in 74, we passed the first affirmative action bill for veterans, but it was worthless. You can look up gijustice.com/VEVRA. Here's the URL. And you'll see that Sandra Day O'Connor, as a retired justice helping the other lower courts, she found that VEVRA, which is Employment Discrimination Protections for Veterans, was, quote, no law at all, because there was no reasonable standard to hold agencies and employers accountable. Fast forward to 2009, we don't have hate crimes protections, even though we have an entire section, 4712, that was supposed to be dedicated to service members and their families being protected from hate crimes. So I'll say that again to be clear. In 2009, the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Jr. Hate Crimes Prevention Act, signed by President Obama on October 28th, we had already in that bill secured equal status with other protected classes for military families. You can look that up at gijustice.com. It has something to do with Jeff Sessions. It's almost comical in its absolute stupidity. Military families have been a protected class since 2009, and my senators, Jeff Merkley and Ron Wyden, have been in office so long that they were there to vote yes on it. And then when it came to actually doing something about it, when I came to their offices, they washed their hands as though military families aren't worth the dust on their sandals. So I need your help to get the word out, not only about hate crimes and employment protections that don't exist, but civil rights, fundamental civil rights for military families. I hope you'll help.